Hello, everybody. Thanks for tapping back in. Sorry we were so late. As you can see, it's a whole new area, background, arena. Thank you for bearing with us. But we are here with Carmen, beautiful Carmen.
Hi.
Alicia Ramos.
Ramos.
Yes, and then she joined us today, and I'm so excited. And we have Missy.
Little Missy.
She is my new pup, and send her some good healing vibes, some love. She's a little bit sick, but she's gonna be good. She's gonna pull through it. She's a warrior. So, thank you, Missy. Thanks for showing her some love too.
I love her. She's so cute.
So let's start with my favorite question.
Okay.
What is your zodiac sign?
Okay, so I'm an Aquarius.
Oh,
yeah,
that's perfect. Love that. I'm like, I love Aquarius.
Do you? Because a lot of people they think Aquarius are very we're kind of in our own little world. Mm-hmm. Like we're very we're like little aliens. We're like the little aliens of the zodiac sign. We like technology.
Yeah.
But we're very introverted too.
I feel like you guys can get deep though, like philosophical.
Super. Look at me now. I'm about to get deep.
Yeah, like I feel like you can really talk to an Aquarius about anything, and they'll never judge you. They'll be like open to it, and they're like yes, and they have an opinion on it, and they usually are just into the same thing. So that's what I love about Aquarius is that I've noticed.
What's your sign?
Leo.
Oh, I love Leo. Leos are super big on energy. They're known in the room. Like you're a Leo. Like we already know you're a Leo.
So we click, we vibe. I think.
Yeah. Leo and Aquarius are actually compatible, the most compatible.
Mm-hmm. What are your other compatible signs?
Well, Saggies. I'm super compatible with Saggies, Geminis, and Libras. Geminis and Libras.
You know? Are they not? I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of think they have a duality where they they balance it kind of like they know, they're either one side crazy or they're super on the other side sane. I don't even like saying that, but
you're crazy or sane, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, but usually Libras too.
What's your love compatibility? Is it the same as your
No,
friends?
Leos are my love compatibility.
We're
and
meant
then
to be lovers.
Yeah, right. And then what else? Libras.
Ooh.
Yeah, but Libras are hot and cold though. Mm-hmm. They're very they'll give you a whole bunch and
My
then they're
dad's a Libra.
Is he like that?
Kind of.
They give you
he's always cold, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
But definitely, and I have another girlfriend who's a Libra. They're the playboys of the zodiac.
Yeah.
Super charming, talk that talk, that type of vibe.
Yeah, yeah. Libras.
So maybe you end up with a Libra.
Well, maybe or maybe not, because they're I don't know. They're very they're there and then they're not. They'll pull back.
Flighty?
Yeah, I feel like they get cold feet. Once they reach an Aquarius, they're wait a minute, what am I getting myself involved with?
Huh. Okay, I've never got that vibe with them, but that's good. That's an interesting take. What would your spirit animal be?
My spirit animal.
Have you had this question asked you before?
No.
This is a good one then. Yay.
I'm what would okay, give me
anything land, flying, a bird.
No, that's
dinosaur,
so. I feel like that's so.
Fish, sea.
I feel like that a bird is cliche. I don't want to say bird because I feel like I have enough freedom. Uh-huh. What would be my spirit animal?
Mine, I think I would pick a polar bear.
Why?
I don't know. I just love them, and they just seem so chill, and they just got it all figured out, and they're just in the icy cold. They're kind of unique. I don't know. They just seem like they mind their own, but they still got their shit together.
Yeah. Huh, polar bear. What would mine be? My spirit animal. I mean, could it be a person?
I guess. Let's think outside of the box. She's it's Noelle. It's Missy.
It's Missy. Actually, it is Missy. She just looked at you hello.
She's yes, sis.
Yeah.
We heard that. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I think she is. She's my little spirit animal. She needs a lot of love.
Missy's and you're my spirit animal.
I love her. She's so cute.
Do you have a favorite quote?
Do I have a favorite quote?
Or one that's really stuck out to you that sometimes if you're I don't know if it's an affirmation or you can say an affirmation.
Honestly, you only live once. And I know it sounds cliche, but it's not.
No, I love it.
Because the thing is, you do only live once. Like, and a lot of people, they don't really register that.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, your life is right now, and then that's it. Well, I don't know if that's it, but
you're like, you're dying tomorrow. She's like, no, yeah, she's like, I can tell when I look at a person if they're dying.
Yeah, no, but like, seriously, like, that's it. Like, and I hate that YOLO thing. I don't like it, but I like the quote, you only live
like the
once.
meaning behind it and stuff.
Because then you
don't want to waste time. Like,
yeah, no, you live life.
Do
what you want to do. Say what you want to say.
Yeah.
Don't care what people think. Just do. You know, a lot of people like live like where they want to like they don't know how to express themselves. They don't know how to be because they're always trying to like keep up or like
put on a persona
or like they care too much about what people think. I'm like, I could hurt feelings. I don't care.
Yeah.
Or I don't mean to hurt feelings, but like
you're not rude, but if you need to be outspoken, you can,
I can be outspoken.
Because there's a difference too. I always tell people
being rude. Well, being rude is kind of like you're like really hurting someone's feelings. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm just being authentic to who I am. So
I love that.
Yeah.
See, I love that word, authentic. I'm like, that's a good word for the year. Whoever needs to hear that, be authentic.
Authenticity.
Yes. Or like be authentic. Be
like little Missy.
Missy's authentic. Do you have any favorite book reads, or do you recommend, or your favorite one?
There's a whole bunch of books that I like.
Something you're reading right now.
There's the 12 Rules of Life by Jordan B. Peterson.
Oh, okay.
He's a clinical psychiatrist out in Canada. He's amazing. He has a whole bunch of like lectures and stuff online that you can see like what he talks about. Like there's a lot of things that like I've learned from him. Like there was basically like he was like talking about Disney movies and things like that and like how like he breaks it down.
Yeah, I've seen people say that what is it, the mom is always dead or something like that.
Well, it even comes to like the story of Pinocchio and like Jiminy Cricket like stands for JC, like Jesus Christ, and things like that. And I was like, oh my God, like this is it. Like how he broke it down was just insane.
And then the fact that it's in a children's movie.
Yeah. So like I like looking into him and things like that because I'm like I learn a lot from him. Like he's like amazing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay,
so it's a good read.
Get that.
There's another lady who I like. Her name is Gabrielle Bernstein. She has a book called The Spirit Junkie. I'm obsessed with. Like it's a spirituality and the universe has your back. Obsessed.
Okay, I think I've heard of The Universe Has Your Back.
Yeah,
one.
she wrote that. Oh, you like that book too?
Dang. So he dissects. Back to the first guy. He dissects all the Disney movies. Like,
well, I think the majority of them. Like the one that I saw was like the Pinocchio like story. Like,
what was like the meaning behind that? Like, why did they?
Well, it was kind of like, in a nutshell, like Pinocchio, like, was like a boy, right? And he went through difficult times in life. And with that, it was just like, he was going through trials and things like that. And Jiminy Cricket was like, kind of like his guide.
Yeah.
And like, he would talk to him and things like that. And that's what people do. So like, yeah. It gets deep. So I was like, oh my God, like, I love this.
Yeah. And what was the marketing behind that? Like, kind of like, that it's a kid's movie, like so it can be subconsciously instilled, or what was it?
I don't know, like that.
He didn't talk about that part.
See, the thing is, it's like I feel like I don't even think it would be a subconscious thing because it already is. Like it just is. You know what I mean? So, like subconscious would be like something that like you're driving, like when you're driving, you kind of like already know when to make a left turn. Like you just like hit that and whatever. That's like more a subconscious way of thinking. Yeah. That I think it's more of an explanation of how people deal with things every day.
Okay. But kids wouldn't really understand that.
No. Yeah. No, they're just being.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I definitely got to read that. That's good. To look into that more. That's so interesting. Okay, got to for sure see that. All right, where were you born and raised? Let's get straight into it. Okay. Tell them where you're from. Tell them loud and proud.
So Queens, New York.
Bring that accent out, girl.
It only comes out when I'm pissed. Like, I don't know what it is.
Surprisingly high.
The thing is, like, living in LA now 6 years and acting and, doing all that, like, kind of made me, like, not lose it, but being around people here and everything, you kind of it kind of gets mixed in with like the LA accent.
Did you purposely, when you came, like, were you mindful that you're like, okay, I want to not sound New York, or you didn't even mind? You're like, I'm just gonna talk how I talk.
No, I was mindful. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I was mindful. I was like, yo, this accent, it comes out too much. Like, let me chill out a little bit.
Isn't that kind of cool though?
But the thing is,
compliment you on it, like,
like when I go back home, I'm just like, damn, we like this is what we sound like.
yeah.
But it kind of I miss it because it's like one of those things where I'm like, oh, I'm home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Reminds you of, when you go back home, do you just like kind of let loose? You're like,
Yeah, you know what? It comes out because then I'm like with my like friends and everything and my
Yeah.
family, and then it's like it's really thick.
You did good though with like covering it, except like I think I just for the first time heard it come out when I saw
Yeah.
you recently, and I was like, oh, that's the first time I've heard her.
Yeah.
She's a true New Yorker type of thing. So.
Yeah.
'Cause I had a friend that he's from London, and he's lived there for like maybe 8-9 years, and he has never lost his accent.
That's
So I was just
funny.
curious,
But the thing is,
yeah.
you know what it is? There's certain areas in New York where it's more thick than anywhere.
Oh,
And
okay.
Queens is not that thick, but you go to Staten Island, you go to Brooklyn, things like that. The Bronx, the New York accent is thick.
Yeah.
Or some places in Long Island too.
When
like-
you moved out here, could you tell? Did we have an accent to you?
Yeah, you guys pronounce your R's.
Oh.
I don't think we do, but I think you guys pronounce
Like,
R's.
what's like an example of like some like a word that comes to mind?
Let me think.
Like, no, everyone says water.
We say water,
Yeah.
right? And then you guys say water.
We sound so straight and boring. Water. Would you pass the water?
I'm like water. I'm like I say water.
Oh, I heard that. And it's so like subtle too. I don't even know. Dang. Yeah, because it's so I wish I could hear like our accents from someone else's point of view.
Yeah, right. And then I feel like people from London and like Europe and stuff,
They tell us
they're
have
like, we
accents.
love like your accent, like we love it. I'm like the American accent.
You're like, I'm still American, just a little sprinkle of that New York.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm like, I wish we could hear. Do you recognize when your accent comes out or not really?
Yeah, and that's when I get mad.
You should. Like
And I
it.
never get mad.
I like that New York accent.
See, I don't. It's not that I dislike it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't dislike it.
Yeah.
I just feel like sometimes it's thicker than like than when I talk. It's a thicker layer when you speak, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's the easiest way how to explain it. It's a little thicker when you're talking.
And your family, they have the thick accents, or?
My parents like rarely even speak English.
Oh, so there's
Let alone
like,
have an
Spanish
accent.
accent.
Right?
Yeah. They're like, we have
But it's like a New York Spanish accent.
They got that double on top. They're like, wait, I'm trying to pick up. They're like, I'm a Spanish speaker, but you got that little New York twist
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
And you're Mexican?
Guatemalan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Puerto Ricans,
Dominicans, Colombians. It's like a melting pot.
Is
in New York.
there a Guatemalan community in?
It's
New York?
really rare.
Okay.
I feel like there's a lot here in LA. There's a lot of Guatemalan,
Yeah, for
Mexican, like Central American here in LA. So like when I came here, I was like, oh my god, they got Guatemalan restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my god, like
You're
because
like, bomb.
yeah, because I don't have my mom's cooking here, so I'll just go to a Guatemalan restaurant.
And you guys have Ecuador, like a little Ecuadorian people also in New York, and Cubans or no?
Yeah, we have Ecuadorian people. We do have Cubans, but Cubans I think are more in Miami.
type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a melting pot in New York.
I'm like, I took a breath. I was like, is everything okay? No. Is the mic on? I wanted to ask you because you went to New York recently, right? Oh, is it on now?
It's on?
When did you go? Yeah, when did you go?
Yeah. When did you go to
I
NY?
went end of November.
Okay.
Last week of
Hold it.
November. Oh, the last week of November, going into like the first week of December.
That was your first time, right?
No, that was like what, my second or third?
Or isn't that the time you stayed the longest, or not really?
I think I stayed about the same, like about like 6-7 days each.
Did you
time.
notice people's accents?
Of course, it's very like
Thick.
and very like to me it comes off rude. Like they're very like
Rude?
kind of like
No, it's
strong.
no.
rude.
It, you know,
It's-
you no, no,
it's
no,
not
no,
rude,
no.
but it's,
You know
like,
what it
strong.
is from a California point of view. I feel like it is rude. Like it's like very like, oh come on, like hurry up, like we got shit to do.
There you go.
I think it's
but
very.
but you get it because it's
I
like
do.
it's
The
very
girls that get it,
get it. The
and
girls that don't. But
and no doesn't get it.
no, but now her second time around, you get it.
I get it, but it's still like now I'm like, oh, I get it, but like at the same time I'm like, damn, you guys talk so it's very so like forceful. Like,
You know
very,
what's crazy? Like I feel like sometimes people think I'm being rude when I'm talking because I'm like, it's kind of like I hate saying it, like demanding, but it's not demanding. It's very like, yo, let's get this shit done right now. Like,
And that's what I love most about New York people is that they're like straight into the point. And I mean,
There's no point around
I'm sure
it.
you could find some bad cookies in the bunch, like,
Yeah.
But I think they're straight into the point, which then they don't bullshit you. They're not fake or cap.
Right.
They're not gonna sugarcoat it, but they're just gonna be real with you. So you gotta appreciate the realness at least. LA people, you know, they're so fake.
well, I don't think it's fake. I just think it's like a way where it like they're so accustomed to like not getting their egos hurt out here so much. You know what I mean? So it's like one of those things where you're like you don't want to hurt people's feelings because a lot of people here in LA they come with a dream, right? And they don't. It's like that sensitive thing, like let me not step on anybody's toes. I don't know who's who here. You know what I mean?
And it's also the people who move to LA, not like true born and raised LA people.
Right. Right.
I feel like we're a lot different than
100%. And I feel like the people that I've met here are all true like LA like
me and Diana.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then one other thing, comparing, like, New York people aren't mean. Because have you ever met a French person, like, someone actually from France?
Yes, I have.
They are, like...
Yeah.
No, like, that's in, like, their DNA. Like, that is rude. Like, New York people are sweethearts. Like,
yeah. Because
I've seen French people, and once you've seen that, nobody's as rude as a French. Sorry if anyone's French out there. I'm just being honest, and I'm sure it's part of your culture. But you guys don't give no fucks. You're rude, a little snotty. Yeah.
The thing is, like, I feel like with French people, it's like very I don't think it's rude. I think maybe that's what. I think we're probably rude because we're so oblivious to their culture. So
Okay, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah,
but that's not where I'm coming from.
Okay.
Because I've had like an actual girlfriend.
Okay.
And like me and my mom have had a friend, and if she's listening, no offense.
Hey, girl.
But we've told you about this. But, I'm like, we'll go out to eat anywhere, and she'll like talk down to the waiter. She's like, "Are you dumb?" She's like, "This isn't what I ordered." She's like, "Can you not understand?" She's like, why are you working here? She'll
no,
say
so
that.
definitely
that's like
she's definitely not the. I don't think it's the French. I think it's her. Like
Okay.
it has to be her.
Okay.
Has to be her.
Oh yeah, I'm like I know, and then other people I know they said that they're true French are like that. But like I said, maybe you can't judge every culture off of some of them.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's good ones and bad ones and all that, but
100%.
it always stuck with me where I was like,
I'm like,
all
okay,
right.
well, she's rude to the waiter, the waitress. You kind of have to reflect. Like, is she a good friend?
We're not. I mean, this was like a couple years ago, but
Okay.
it always stuck with us.
Yeah,
but after
'cause
that,
it's like,
we were
what-
like, we can never go out with her.
No,
like, never this.
I wouldn't
that.
want to.
And like she would literally tell people, she's like, you'd be really pretty if you lost weight. And you're like, wait, you cannot say that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I guess maybe but we always compared it to her being French though, because
no,
people have said that.
No, it's her. It's
Like
just
there's
her
New
being
York,
rude.
there's LA people like that. You're like, trust me. You're like,
There's globally rude people everywhere.
you can go anywhere in the world, you'll find that.
Right.
I feel like that sounds like like Euphoria. It sounds like a Euphoria episode type of thing.
Literally. What character would she be?
I don't watch it, but I see all the TikToks about it. So I don't know. Aren't they all kind of that way or not really?
I think they are.
Maybe I don't even know their names. Do you watch it?
Is it Demi? Was it her?
Babe,
Who
what's that
watches
girl
it?
you like? But what's her name on the show? What's her name on the show? Do we not know? Huh? Oh. We're like,
Maddie. Yes.
Maddie,
Yes.
Yeah, so, but not her. I think her best friend, the one that's like ended up fucking her man, is probably the worst one. If I don't know her name either, but. All right. So you said you've been out here 6 years.
Yeah.
So what place do you like more, New York or LA?
See, I get this question a lot. And the thing is, I like both equally. Because you know why? They're not comparable. Like, you can't compare LA and New York because they're two like different places. I feel like you can compare things that are kind of similar, but when it's two different places, you can't really compare.
Just each like in their
their own, like uniqueness. So I love both.
If you're in New York and you're having like a girls' night out, where would you go? What would you go eat? Like, what's your go-to?
I'm going to New York New York City, and I'm going to Carbone, having pasta. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then
After that, for a nightcap or something, a little a bar or a hookah lounge.
what am I doing? I'm probably gonna go to a rooftop in New York and just have like more like wine and whatever. I'm more chill now.
Yeah.
Like I'm not out here partying. Like I don't think I could. Like I think.
Is there a big nightclub at Life in?
Yeah,
New York?
well there used to be, but I think now since COVID, like things have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't even know, to be honest.
Okay, I'm trying to think when I went out there. The only thing I ever did was Tao.
We have two towels in New York.
So tiny. Oh no, wait, not Tao. One Oak. Sorry.
One Oak, yeah, no, One Oak is like small,
Like this.
literally. But
And I was like, this is the club.
yeah, literally. But I feel like One Oak had like a thing, like it was like you knew you were in New York, like that's New York nightlife. Like you had a great time at One Oak and then called it a night. Did you see Uncut Gems?
Bits. I mean, you know what? I tried to watch it, but I feel like it bored me. So like it was on, and I tried to look for a little bit.
Did Julia
and I'd,
bore
be
you?
On my phone.
Julia Fox.
I didn't even realize that was her. I mean, she didn't stand out to me. I guess I could say that, but
Yeah, but in that club that they were in, that's One Oak.
oh, I didn't even realize that. I do remember though when I was there because Nolly said that some New York people are mean, but I don't even know if this guy's from New York. But I stepped on a guy's shoe by accident in the club, and he was like trying to fight me.
In the club?
Yes, and I was like, "What?" And then it was like, "Are you?"
What do
serious?
you think he was trying to fight you, or he was being aggressively talking?
No, he was like, I forgot what he was saying, but it was like the security came, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know. I don't even know. Like, it was, maybe he was drunk, so probably.
Yeah, that's.
But I was like, I'm like, it was an accident, and he was like going crazy, and I'm like, why? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I would have been like, yo.
What shoes were they? They said, what shoes were they?
Yeah, I'm like, but still, even though, like
and you're in a club.
Yeah.
Like, what?
But that's trash. That man is
I remember
trash.
that. But who knows? He didn't even have to be from New York. He could have been from anywhere. Like, I wasn't from New York, so we don't really
It's
know.
okay. It's fine.
Let's get into that New York slang.
Bing bong.
What is that whole say? What is it? That's the whole thing that he says.
He goes, "Hey yo,
Babe, what does he say
take
to
me
Bing
out."
Bong?
He goes, "Hey yo, fuck your life." Right? And then he goes, "Yo, let me take you out to dinner." Hey yo, right? Something around those lines.
Wait, what's the one that?
So you know what the bing bong sound is?
No.
Okay, so the bing bong sound is when you're in the train and then you are at a stop and it goes ding dong, like that's the bing bong sound.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or what it ever got? Is this your guys' first time understanding this too? Bing bong. Wait, is that the same guy that was like when you see them dogs in the front?
Yeah.
Yard? Oh yeah, it's the same one.
It's going hard.
Oh good. I asked London like, what is
them dogs?
Missy? When you see Missy in the front yard?
I'm going hard.
Wait, I didn't get it either. No,
It's kind of like it's funny as hell, but you know, like, did you know?
Talk, babe, use the mic just so we can hear. Sorry, it adds into it.
Did you know? Did you know that the guy that he was homeless? Was homeless, and then like now he brought I heard he like got a place and got his life kind of together.
Talk, guys.
Even Joe Biden was like doing like the little cameo with the Jonas Brothers. I was like, okay, this went viral, like crazy.
I had asked London, I'm like, what does he mean? He's like going hard. And he's like,
I'm going hard. I'm going in.
Fucking.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm like, what does he mean? He's going hard. Like, I be acting. Sometimes I really don't
dogs,
know.
I'm going hard.
He's like trying to.
But
say,
sometimes going hard could mean like going in, like, you know what I mean?
so
Like,
maybe it wasn't sex, or was it?
it doesn't have to always be sex. Like it can always be like it can be like I'm going hard, like I'm going in, like, you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? Like I'm doing the most that I can do. Like
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
But maybe it could be
has
like,
nothing to do with this, but
what's the question?
sort of. All right, so I know we talked about this with you on your podcast, but everyone now that I know and even at work, it's going around like pushing pee, but they're saying pushing pee for everything now. Like, I'm gonna go to the restroom, pushing pee. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, I get it, pushing pee. But just like everything's like, and then it could be like a positive thing, a funny thing, a negative thing, a sexual thing, a I'm hungry thing. Like, I don't know. It's just it's whatever it wants to be, right?
Right.
That's what pushing pee is.
Point, yeah.
I don't know. It's
Where do we get pushing pee from?
He said that's why he said it.
No,
was
because you
random.
guys were
He didn't bring it
like
up.
you guys were talking about like what
Yeah.
things mean. Like
Yeah.
you're like sup baby, like like.
What's up, baby?
So it's like, yeah. So I don't know. It's like bing bong. It's like
He's
pushing
"All
pee,
right, just know Abe's pushing pee. I'm out.
and then
dropped
like bing bong.
Drops mic.
I don't know. That's
Bing
what
bong.
like because it's like a popular phrase right now. So it's bing bong.
Pushing pee.
So it's like that's what made me bring it up.
Yeah. Noelle explained it to me, and she was in my last episode podcast because I didn't know what that meant either. Did you know what it means?
No.
Kind
I'm lost now.
Oh,
so
you
you're
heard of
talking
it though,
about
right?
Yeah, but I
Oh,
like
yeah.
I never was like, oh, wait, what is that?
It's like a song,
Yeah.
right? It's a song by.
I guess it started as a song, and then they started
But who's
talking
the
about
song
it
by?
more, and then
What is pushing pee? What is that?
anything. Oh.
Is it
Oh,
like
She
no.
said
pushing?
she has heard it, but she
Is
didn't know what
it
it meant.
is it like pushing?
Wait, give them the mic, Abe,
No.
if they're talking.
Oh, keeping it
Abe,
real. Oh,
Let
keep
me
it a
have to
pee.
talk on the mic.
It's pretty much like keep it P. Like it's like I'm pushing P. I'm
Keep it-
keeping it
ah,
P.
keep it
Like
100.
100 kind of thing.
Keep it a buck.
Pushing.
Kind of like going hard.
like
Like
pushing
going
pimping.
hard.
Okay.
So that's like the LA way of
Got
pushing
it.
keys going hard.
Got it.
Upstairs when the dogs are in the front yard.
When the dog's in the front yard. When Missy's
Could be
in the front
could be
yard.
talking about selling drugs too.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
sounds
what I
like
thought
it.
it
That's what
was.
I thought. Because I hear pushing,
Probably
I'm
like
like, push.
Packs or something. I
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Pushing
pushing
pounds,
something. I'm
pushing-
like, what are you pushing?
Pushing pussy. You could be
Push it.
selling
Oh, yeah,
pussy.
pimp, big.
That went
Pushing
far
pimp,
left.
like, pimping.
He's like, yeah, we started talking about. I ain't gonna even say. I'm like, prostitute.
Even LeBron James uses the other day.
Pushing.
I'm pushing P and everyone's quiet.
They're like, yeah, go
Like,
push
you
your
guys
wife.
must
I'm
know
home.
about
He's
that.
pushing bees, basketballs.
Pushing bees. We like at the spa. You're like, we're pushing filler. I don't know, pushing F's. Pushing Botox.
Pushing silicone. Pushing something.
Okay. All right. So let's get to that New York slang.
Okay.
All right. So do you? I mean, I'm sure you know. And then, do you use the term like mad or son, like mad cool son?
Yeah, or like I'll say like mad crazy, like I got mad shit to do.
Do you say son or kid? That was like, or
Yo,
no?
like son, it used to be like a thing. Like not anymore.
anymore.
Not anymore. I feel like yo son. No, I don't even. No, it was
But
more
mad
like
is a thing.
mad. I do. Like it's like mad crazy or you're mad loud.
No,
like,
ooh, I like that.
You know, like when you're like
That's like 90s talk.
I'm gonna tell London you're mad loud, but they still talk like that. She said.
No,
Yeah,
we
but
still
I like
do.
that.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just- like over here, it was like in the 90s.
I bet you that you guys had it first, and over here they kind of adopted it. but
that's
it's like a
always
true
the
New York
case
thing,
though.
yeah.
I feel like that's always kind of the case. Like
Yeah.
everything, like you know, the cultures in New York
Mm-hmm.
and everything then comes to popular culture, and
Yeah.
then things become a big thing.
Yeah, when I wrote down a lot of the slang that's coming up, I'm like, wow, like you could tell it is New York. Like when I saw it, I'm like, that sounds New York. And then like we started it, I just know we started saying it late. Like the next one is dead ass.
Oh yeah, dead ass. Like yo, you dead ass. Like, are you serious? Like that's what it kind of means.
And
so.
I'll hear people say it like something dead ass. Like at the
Yeah,
end, like
like-
LA, people would just be using it different, huh?
No, but you could use it that way too.
Mhm.
Like yo, dead ass or dead ass.
that ass
Or
that ass.
or that ass. That ass. Oh, word of my mother, right?
Is that something that you guys say?
Yeah, word of my mother. Like or
Often or not, or sometimes,
word of my mother.
or not so, not so much.
sometimes.
Do you say mother though, like when you're talking about your mom, or no? Like if you're talking to
we
someone
we
about
say
it?
ma
Oh,
or
ma. Oh yeah.
yo ma. Like we
Aw.
say ma.
I'm like, why do I like that?
Ma. But I say my mom. I say mommy.
What about shorty?
I say
shorty.
shorty. Like
Shorty.
shorty. Like yo shorty. But I feel like those are the guys.
Is that it? They still? Be
I feel
saying
like
that, though?
yeah. I feel like they do. I don't know if the Gen Z say it, but I know
Oh.
like the millennials for sure. It'd be like yo, that shorty over there.
Ooh,
Oh,
she
yeah.
got that New York accent.
The millennials are all about the shorty.
Okay, tight. So tight can mean like
You're mad.
yeah, that one.
Like tight is like yo, you're getting me tight right now.
Cause out here,
Like, super mad.
Yeah.
Mad tight.
Yeah, I'm mad tight right now.
Yeah, I wrote down the little example. It's like he's still mad tight about what you said, bro.
Yeah. So we'll use that when we're angry.
And you've used it before. You said like tight.
Yeah, I'm mad tight. But it's funny because if I say that here,
Yeah, because out here, tight is like, oh, cool, dope.
oh yeah, that too.
Like, that's all I know it as.
Here, yeah,
Tight,
but
that's
in New
tight.
York, that's not. But then if I say another tight, it's like where we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that too. See, there's so many ways.
Right.
I didn't even know until I looked it up that means upset in New York, like mad.
Yeah, mad.
Tight.
Yeah, I'm mad tight.
I learned
So,
that
but can you
from a
imagine those
coworker.
females in New York? I'm mad tight right now.
She's like, nah. Well, that too, but I'm still mad. She like a little bit of both. She's like, don't get it wrong.
Don't get it
I
wrong.
like that one. I'm gonna start saying that.
Mad tight.
Wait, then
Missy.
now you got me thinking it the other way.
You're gonna be like, wait.
Wait, so not till you came out here did you think of it like that?
No, I just thought about it right now.
Look at even Missy's like, what?
She's like, what's going on?
Now she's tight. She's like, nah, I'm tight.
Well, I'm tight. Now everybody's gonna be like tight. I'm tight.
So is yo a thing that you usually kind of thrown in front of everything? Like you
Kinda
say
like-
yo a lot. Like in front of anything, can you say it?
Hey, yo, wait, you-
Like yo. No, yo could be like yo, let me handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Or yo. It could be yo, like you know, like you just thought of
Yo.
something.
Yo,
Yo.
pirates.
But yeah. So many different ways.
But
It's
you still say it sometimes when you go home.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I say it for sure.
Okay, so this is
Pushing
something
P.
else that came up on the internet. Gully?
Oh,
Gully?
gully.
Oh, I like gully.
Like, yo, I'm tough. Gully. Like, what's up?
Yeah, I never even heard of that ever. So this is new to
Where
me.
did you find this?
Is it not something that is
no,
it true?
no, it is true, but like, damn, what?
Like an
secrecy
example.
of
An example
New
was.
York secrecy book. Like, where did you find the blueprint? She
I
found
went,
the
wait, I
blueprint.
flew to New York before your interview because I studied everyone. I'm like, what'd you say?
What'd you say? I'm gonna write it down.
Like I said, the example was like that place was gully.
Yeah, gully. Like that shit's like hard.
Like
'Cause my
so,
friends-
like it's a good thing, pretty much.
Depends.
Oh,
It depends on your tone. Kind of like.
wait, Abe, you're talking a little loud. Sorry.
Oh, poor Abe.
But keep going. Or just,
You're grounded.
you can talk, so just whisper.
Oh, hey.
So what was gully?
Gully
It
could be
could be
like
bad?
mad gully, like you got balls, kind of like
Gully.
yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. So I have on Gully. So over here, I've heard it the opposite because one of my New Yorker friends at work used to make fun of a coworker of ours that would just he would be he'd be whatever his wife or girlfriend wanted, he would do it automatically. So he would be like, "Oh fuck, you're Gully. You're like whatever the fuck she
Like
wants."
you're gully, like you have some balls.
You
like
know,
damn.
you're gullible. You're gully. You're
He said
no
that
balls.
that he would use it in a negative way toward his.
Like I make him
Oh,
fun of.
yeah, that's what
way.
I'm saying. Like you could use it a whole bunch of
Yeah.
ways. There's not a
you're a
wrong
gully.
way.
Yes, his words can literally. You're like it could be used for anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. Like
I
it
remember
just
that's what he
depends
would
on your
say.
tone and how you're saying.
And I'm
it.
like, oh, and I thought it was funny. It wasn't a bad thing necessarily.
Yeah, like just being funny, like
Yeah.
kind of.
yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
this gully fool over here.
So say gully or how you say it in a sentence again?
Damn.
I'm like
I gotta
the
be in the
pressure's
moment.
on.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, I gotta be in the
Or
moment.
like that place was gully.
No, I wouldn't say that place is
Oh,
gully, or
that was
like,
what the internet said.
or
Sorry.
no, like I would be like, yo, he's mad gully. Like he got a lot of like,
Okay.
he's got a lot of balls. I feel like I don't know.
Man, I keep trying.
Yeah, or it could be
Yeah.
used as like he's just too much. He's like doing too
Like
much.
obnoxious.
He's doing too much. Like
okay,
doing too much.
okay, doing
yeah.
the most.
Yeah.
All right, and then I'm sure we all know pie. Like I could eat a whole
Oh,
pie.
a whole
right now.
pie pizza. It's funny because I come here, right? And I go to the pizzeria and I'm like, can I get a pie? They're like, we don't sell pies. I'm like, what's that? Like, and they were like, that's like a pizza. And I'm like, that's a pie. I'm like, do you guys sell by the slices? And they're like, no, we don't sell by the slices. I'm like, so you sell the pie? And they were like, that's a pizza. I'm like, that's a pie.
They're like,
So I literally had arguments with different pizzerias talking
Yeah.
about pie, and they don't get what pie was.
I
uh,
love that though.
yeah.
Pie.
It is a pie.
I wonder where that came from or originated from.
Yeah, but I literally had arguments with pizzerias. Like, that's a pie. Give it to me.
And your New York accent came out.
Yes. Give me my pie.
You're gully. Abe's already on to it.
He's
Look.
already on.
He's like, yo, you're mad gully, son. Dead ass.
Dead ass.
All the words in one.
Bing
I'm
bong.
tight.
Bing bong. Like,
The whole sentence is a New York word.
literally.
Wait, when New York people talk like that, like they literally say like mad son, dead ass tight, blah blah, like a
100
word after word, like New York,
100%.
like one, like so much New York words, and you're like, what did you just say?
Yeah, wait, like,
More.
wait a minute. Like, that just all made sense.
But you would understand like right away.
100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, it's easy.
Yeah, that's home. Like,
Yeah. All right, what about stup?
wait, what?
Stup? I don't know. I don't even know if I wrote it.
Stop? Like,
Stop?
stop. Like,
It said
Stup.
the girl I want to stup or something like that. Oh. Lundy's all. Baby, can you give me a little more? No, is that not a New York word? Am I saying it wrong?
I don't know.
Stup?
I stop.
Maybe that's like just too. You know how
Maybe
sometimes
it's
internet.
maybe it's a Gen Z word. I don't know.
Oh,
or maybe I've
maybe.
been here too long that I'm just like, wait a minute.
Okay, what
That's a
about
word?
bugging?
Oh, you
Bugging.
bugging. Like, you're
Like,
bugging out.
Why you bugging,
you
bro?
bugging out? Like, you're doing like you're overdoing it.
Yeah.
Like,
You've
you're
used that one before?
Yeah.
Bugging.
Like, he's bugging. Like, he's tripping.
No, why are you bugging? No.
It's kind of like tripping. So it's like bugging.
We say bug, but like you're bugging me, but not like bugging.
Yeah. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as tripping. So instead of using tripping, use bugging.
Yeah, because out here we would probably say tripping over bugging.
Yeah.
Was it hard to get used to, or like did you kind of know already like what we would say for like your guys' type of slang? Or?
No, do you know what I found? Like, I was like, oh, that's a cool word, bomb.
Bomb?
Yeah, like in LA, you guys are like, yo,
Ah.
that's so bomb. I was like, bomb. I love bomb.
Oh, so that's
Yeah.
what would you guys say in New York instead of bomb?
That's lit.
Like if you're commenting on a girl's pic, like bomb, like what would you say?
Fire.
Oh, okay, so fire. But you
Yeah.
guys would say fire then. The
Yeah,
same out here.
fire.
Okay, so that's one thing we have in common.
Yeah. And then lit.
Lit, yeah.
Yeah.
So just like fire, lit. Is there like a New York?
I think that started in New York and then
Oh,
it came out here.
probably.
Yeah.
You're like once again, New York is just onto it first. Okay, what about brick? Grab your coat.
Cold.
It's brick outside.
It's cold.
Yeah, that is so different.
Brick because
So
it's
freaking
like
different.
like the brick in New York.
like the brick.
No,
She's
but
like, it's
how-
brick like the brick.
No, but so what I mean by that, it's
Like the actual brick.
like there's bricks in New York, like, you know, like the buildings and everything, and like the cold it's known for that. So when we say that, it's like it's brick. We compare it to that.
Okay, I think I get it.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, for real. That's different. That was something new I also learned today. Brick. It's brick out. But you don't say that. I mean, you've said that at home before.
Yeah, when it's cold,
Yeah.
like super it's brick.
Brick.
But I do say it with my friend, like who I'm really like, he's super New York. Like when I talk to him, I'm like,
You know you can talk like at home type of
like
thing.
he literally brings it out of me. I'm like, oh yeah.
You're like brick. All right. No, did you catch that? The brick. What's brick mean?
Yes.
All right. What about nah mean? Nah mean?
You know what I mean?
Nah mean?
You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I
Nah
mean?
mean?
But not mean. Yo, who gave you this?
I googled it. Is that bad?
No, but it's so funny because it's like
Nah, mean.
she like knows.
I'm
She
from
literally
New
like
York.
she like is a journalist here of like New York.
And then you said you don't. So people don't really say kid and son, or they do? Because this next one is son. Like son, you gotta calm down.
I feel like it's like the guys that say it more.
Oh, so girls won't say that. Like
Unless
would
they're
you
like super like, you know, like aggressive.
So how would you, if you were in New York and you're trying to tell a guy calm down, like what would you say?
Like, stop bugging. Like, yo, calm down. Calm the fuck down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, stop
Yeah.
it. Calm down. So that's a guy thing. Kid, son. Okay. Are we Gucci? What's going on? You're good. Okay, so what other ones did I leave out that's vital or something like, I don't know. I'm trying to think what else they'd be saying. Shorty. We said shorty.
Shorty.
I love that one.
What's like your favorite words out here? Like I like.
Oh, out here, not
Yeah.
New York words.
Yeah.
I know this is so weird. I don't feel like we have LA. I feel like we're just talking normal, like nothing.
No, you guys say bomb. You guys say.
I guess it's no, we don't.
Wait, what do you
He's
guys say
talking about? No, he was talking. He's making a joke about this gangster from called Crip Mac. Yeah, but I guess for me, from what I've been known, I guess maybe I never. Oh, baddie, is baddie a thing from there? Baddie, like you're a baddie.
That's
Yeah,
really.
that reminds
Is
me of
that?
baddie.
I'm like, hold on. That's like LA lingo though. Like LA
I don't
lingo.
know. Or like we'll say
What's a LA term that like everybody uses?
vibe.
No.
Vibing? I don't know.
Nah.
That's why I don't think we even have any. I think we just use everyone else's when it gets here and it gets here.
You heard it
Hey,
here
I think
first.
so.
I'm like, you heard it here first.
Yeah, I'm like, where else? Have you heard any of the other ones from LA?
I've just heard bomb.
Boss.
Bomb.
Is that?
Bomb.
But is boss like a? I don't know. I feel like we're just like with the cheesy stuff.
It's cute.
Firebomb.
I mean,
No. What's like some of our lingo out here? Blood.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yo,
Well, the
yo,
guy,
cuh.
I mean-
You guys don't even say it's CUH, right? Cuh, cuh,
She's like kaka.
cuh.
Kaka. Oh. Yeah, I guess I don't think we have anything. No, nothing comes up. Why are we LA? I know we got a little bit more than that. LA. I'm like,
Huh.
what would Tupac say? Dear mama.
But anyways,
Dear mama.
Dear mama.
I know. All right, so I actually love that the whole New York,
The whole New York
segment thing, yeah.
lingo.
But now I'm gonna switch it up and let's talk about your acting.
Okay.
So, are you still doing acting?
Yes, I am. I just filmed not too long ago in November. I went to New Orleans to go film for the new Mike Tyson biopic that was directed by Craig Gillespie,
Wow,
which was pretty cool. I was like, "Oh, this is great."
That's dope.
Yeah, he's the one who like directed. Oh, you came to see it at my place, Corella.
Oh, wow.
He directed that.
that's
He
huge.
directed I, Tanya. So going
Oh,
there.
I saw that too.
Yeah,
that was.
and he just made Pam and Tommy too.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah. So when I went there, I went there with a
was
broken
good,
toe. I broke my
How'd you
toe the
break
day
it? How'd
before.
you break it?
Literally getting out of the shower, and I heard it on like the tub. You know when you like hit your nail, you're like, "Oh, my nail, like it'll be better."
Yeah.
No, it was like I broke my toe. So I
I've
flew out like
broken
that.
2 toes before. So, oh my god, was it your big toe?
No, it was like my little like my middle toe.
Yeah. Okay.
It was the worst.
hurt,
And then I was
yeah.
like limping around.
And little do you know how much you need it until that
Oh my
happens.
god, yeah. I was like, wait a minute, you really need your toes
Can't
to
wear
walk.
shoes,
No. The worst.
Thank you. But you still made it there. And
I know.
how did the filming go?
It was good. It was a good experience.
Mm-hmm.
The baby.
How did you get into acting?
That's what I came out here for.
Did you go to acting school prior? Or?
So no, here I don't know if you guys ever seen the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, like back in like Disney and whatever.
Yes.
So like Esteban, like the guy with the long name, Adrian Armante
I'm gonna pause
is his real
real
name.
quick. Sorry, because I have to go pee.
It's okay.
Hey, can you do a close up on her? Sorry. But you can tell. I'm like so.
Okay, so I'll talk to you, right? Can I or here? Yeah. So no, like so Adrian Armante, like the guy from like the Sweet Life
Sweet
of
Life.
Zach and Cody,
Uh-huh.
he like had a program and he was like, hey, like you should, like you know, do an audition whatever for the program and get in, and that's how I got in.
Uh-huh.
And then he like got me my management and my agent, and then went from there.
You went for it.
Yeah.
Ah, that's pretty
Yeah.
good. How old, so you were like
24, 25?
oh, you're a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, you still look 24, 25. I thought you were 24, 25 right now.
No,
I was like, oh,
I'm
shit.
not. I wish I was.
All right, that's cool. That's good though. That's good. All right. And then introduce your friend there.
My little Missy right here.
Let's introduce Missy.
Missy.
Missy is
Missy's
none
such
but a 2 to
cutie.
3 week year old.
She needs help though.
Anyone that wants to sponsor
We're gonna
Missy,
have like a GoFundMe for
can
Missy.
you give us some money?
Yeah, 'cause she needs to get better.
Cause she's sick, and we need to get her some attention. So this puppy that you see in her hand, let me zoom in. Hold on.
Zoom in on the cuteness.
Let me zoom in. Zoom. Oh, I got it right there.
Ah!
What?
And zoomed in on Missy. Missy has a shot right now, a solo.
She
There's
got a
Missy.
solo shot.
Missy Poo Poo.
Missy's
All
gonna
right,
be
Missy.
in every episode. This is her first one with me. Yay!
So what is it called when actors do not stand up, but it's like improv. I always forget that word. So
Yeah.
can you do improv?
So improv is like, you know, when you're in like that mood, when, you know, like things are like you're working on it and
Yeah.
you're like out here. Yeah, I do. I feel like that's when I can work better, the best. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like exactly like with modeling, you know, like when you're just free and you're just doing whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like you come up with stuff and like you get your creative juices going. It's the same thing.
And you said you didn't. Sorry, I missed a little bit, but you did go to school for it.
I had coaching for sure.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. So I went with like Margie Haber. She's an amazing coach. Amazing. Yeah. So she's great. And then other like trainers and stuff like that. But I loved her the most.
How did you know that you wanted to get into it?
Since I was little. I always like wanted to be like that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Sometimes for fun, me, my mom, and my boyfriend. Well, he wants it. Like he can definitely be an actor because I'll give him random improv scenes. I'll literally make up the most wild scenes, and I'll just do one after another, and he will really go with it, just like in our apartment and like so serious. And it's so entertaining because he will not break character.
Amazing.
And that's why I'm like, you could be an actor because, and he'll be like, you know, they'll both do it, and they're like, they'll be like, no, you do it, and I don't know.
And your
why.
mom had training.
Yeah, but I just cannot. And then my mom's like, yeah, they're like, some people just can't.
Right. There's
No,
some
I
people that just can't.
I'm like, I can't do it. And I'm like, I wish I could.
No, sometimes like you'll be in your head though. Like when you get a lot of training, sometimes you're in too much in your head and you're like, wait a minute. Like I was fine before and then like I got the training and now I'm all up in my head.
Yeah.
What's the matter? Oh, you get it too. I know.
I
You're an
know.
actress too.
Babe. Oh. You think she's okay?
She's fine. She just
Oh.
wants him. She's
Probably.
like, hey.
Lundy, I think she was crying if you want to grab her. You could probably put her down to see if she walks to him. Oh. Not you, babe.
Here you go. Say bye.
Damn, that is so freaking cool though.
Yeah.
Dang, you know, I always thought if I ever would have been an actor, I'd want to be in all the Star Wars movies.
That would be amazing. I could see you in that with your
I'm like,
cute
if
little
I had to, I
bun.
would do it. I'm like, I would do
Yeah.
Star Wars stuff. For
Literally.
sure, like sci-fi and all that.
I
all
could
that
see
good
you.
stuff.
Like, let's do it.
What are some tips for people pursuing acting? Do you have any, or like, how do you not get discouraged? Or
I mean, you're gonna get discouraged, you
do
know.
you have times too when you're like, I don't know, or
I still do.
mm,
You know what I mean? Like we still have like those things like, oh, should I still like should I not? But I'm like I'm way
Yeah.
too deep now. Like fuck it. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in. Like
you're still going on auditions and stuff
yeah,
like that?
I literally had one yesterday.
Ooh, well, hopefully
Yeah.
you get it.
I know. I'm like yeah.
And then there's something called SAG, right?
Yeah. So
for-
SAG is a Screen Actors Guild. So it's for actors like the union, and then you get in like after you do a certain amount of dues, and then you pay for it, and then you're in the union.
Do you have SAG?
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a flex.
You
Flex. Is flex an LA word?
That's an LA word, right?
Oh,
Flex.
yeah, I thought of one then. It's flex. I think so. Did you guys have that?
That's a flex. Is it an LA
I
word?
mean, we say it in LA. I don't know if they say it other places.
Huh. I think it's an LA word. I think that's it.
We have something, everyone.
Yay!
One word. I'm like, flex, flex.
Flexing.
Wow, I want to know more about like this acting world and like I'm like, what else what is like the what's like the pros and the cons?
I feel
Or
like
no cons. I don't know.
no, there's always pros and cons. Like sometimes like you'll get a lot of no's,
Yeah.
right? And then like when you get a yes, you're like, oh, okay, like they see me.
Mm-hmm.
So like I would say just like sometimes you get discouraged,
Mm-hmm.
but then sometimes I don't know. It's just like one of those things that's like
like how you said like modeling type of thing, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So like you pick your battles.
Like even Giselle, I think we read something where she was like turned down by think
you
like
get
100 agencies almost, and then she ended up being the top model in the world anyway. So like it's like a perfect example
stories
of that.
like that, yeah. So it's just like that moment in time, like where you're in like the right place at the right time, and then everything just goes.
Are you open to anything, like any type of film? Like, what if there's like a sex scene? And,
I'm in.
I know it's
I'm
not
in.
real sex, but
No, I'm in. Yeah.
you're like, no, I'll fuck for real.
No. I wouldn't.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know about all that.
I know if they don't. It's not it's never
right.
ever real sex.
No, but like in the scene that I was in for that was actually a sex scene.
So was it like a partial nudity or?
Well, yeah.
How do you like? Do you just have to get like 1,000% into character or?
Like, yeah, like at that point it's just like, yeah, like it's just work, you know. And then like the best thing is like flying there, getting to your trailer, then getting into wardrobe, makeup, things like that, just to like everything is like one step like more real.
Yeah.
So then when you're there, you're like, oh, okay, this is great.
Because at what? Oh, okay. I was watching something the other day, and I don't know what was it exactly, saying that I think it was it on the Joker or like Leonardo DiCaprio? Like, there's a lot of big actors that when they're in character, even when they get on the set, like they're in it. Like, don't talk to them like they're literally, we're not gonna act like themselves. They're like, that's the one, like it's only them. That's all they know.
Method
They go
acting.
home-
That's
Yeah, there we
method
go. I didn't know the
acting.
term.
Yeah,
They go home,
look-
they still act like that. Like
Yeah, like sometimes you get like really like worked up in that situation where, so basically like let's say like I have like a role, right? And then the role is like, oh, I have like a crackhead brother that I have to tell him like he can't live with me. Like I really have to live that. Like, do you
get it? No.
She has to mentally put herself there.
mentally
pretty
put
much.
myself there?
Yeah.
Like,
So, like-
not just act, like she has to really
Feel
involve
that.
and be like, when she goes
Yeah.
home, pretend like she's stressed, or not even pretend, feel that
No,
she has
she-
a crackhead brother and make herself.
She
believe
can't
it,
break
I
character
think.
pretty much.
not like you're practicing. It's like every day.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
psyching.
Yep.
She's psyching her own self
Yeah.
out. So say like she was doing that. Say
That's
that
intense.
role was like, say she was in it and she was filming this movie with a crackhead brother. And she
I like
was,
how
and
we
she-
use a crackhead brother.
Yeah, and
but
she
it's
was-
like the easiest
but-
way.
And it was because I'm here. So
Yeah.
say she came in here tonight and she was like, okay, I'll do this podcast. But she's like, she warns Jasmine, but I'm in character. And Jasmine would have to understand she's a method actor. So she would probably come in here tonight and roast me because I'm the only guy in here, other than the guys that went out there. But she's like, you fucking crackhead, you blah, blah, blah. But she's
That's how he would do it.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, however
Yeah.
she would
Everyone
do
does
it, you
their
know,
own,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
you know, like how her method of doing it.
Yeah, so it's like the way that you cope with things, like
Yes.
in your life, is the way that it might just come out,
Yeah,
you know, and you live it.
but you
Down
never
for
break
some
it.
method acting? No.
You live and
She's like,
sleep it, like, literally.
It's a little
You-
toxic.
Yeah.
So how do people get into like the method acting? Is it a choice? Like, have you ever considered it? How does that even come to
I
be,
mean,
or-
like it just depends on like what you're feeling and how you feel with the role. You know what I mean? Like everybody has like their ways of like doing things and
Yeah.
healthy ways of doing things and like, you know, their own
So it just
style.
depends.
Yeah.
Like Heath Ledger, he was a method actor, and when he was in
Jim
the Joker-
Carrey is a
Jim
Carrey is
Jim Carrey is
actually
a-
Jim Carrey's the biggest
I
method
believe
actor
that.
in
I
all of
believe that.
Hollywood.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
he-
he's
Funny.
amazing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he like knows how to embody feelings, and like really knows himself. So he knows
Yes.
how to
Like,
get
he
deep.
knows-
He knows the
Yeah.
boundaries of it.
Yeah.
I love Jim Carrey for that.
Yeah. There's
Jim
did you
Carrey
see
is
that
the goat.
documentary on
Yes,
Netflix
I did. I did.
Man on the Moon and
Yes,
him?
I did.
It says, so you know exactly what I'm talking
Yeah, I know
Oh,
exactly.
You have to send that. Wait, Abe, you haven't even talked about me about that. I'd wanna
It's
see
so
that.
it's
Oh,
so
you-
deep because
yeah.
he's also very spiritual and he knows
Yeah.
himself very
Yeah.
well. Like, you know, when you're in spirituality and you know yourself so well that like you can embody those things and it doesn't affect you. It might affect you when you're doing it, but then like when you're like in there, you know what I mean? Like you're kind of like it's free, it's liberating. You're just being.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And it also puts you in their perspective. Like it teaches you other mindsets and other
100%. And then you have empathy and then you
It teaches
empathize
you
with
empathy,
other
Yeah, for sure. It does.
Who are your top favorite actors or actresses? If you have one or a couple. that
My
come to
favorite actress is Angelina Jolie.
mind. Ooh.
I
Oh, really?
love her.
I helped her 3 times at my work.
So when
Wow.
you watch movies,
Wow.
do you
Very,
ever watch
very-
it from
very
like a
sweet
different
person.
from an actress point of view?
Yeah,
You're
like,
you're watching the
Have you ever
what
seen the
they're doing
meme?
and-
Have you ever seen the meme where it's like the dog that's like looking like that? He's like to see if he's like if the actor's breathing when they're dead, like playing dead.
Yeah.
And he's like very like that's me. I'm like.
That's good. My mom's like that too. Where she'll be like horrible acting, and I'm like, huh? Like I don't even notice that. I'm like, what? Like how? I don't know. I'm like, I bought it.
Yeah.
But I guess when you know, you'll be like,
You know,
oh,
yeah.
It's different when you know.
You're like,
Yeah,
good
especially
and
when you
stuff
have
like that.
training and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
and like and like you can hear when someone's actually like reading from the paper
Yeah.
too. You're like, this person's reading.
So you can even like during an acting scene, if required, cry on cue and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you're in that moment,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And if you're not there, like you're not doing your job,
Yeah.
you know.
And favorite actor, male actor,
Favorite male actor.
Jim Carrey maybe. Or
I like Jim Carrey. Yeah, let's leave it with Jim
Okay.
Carrey. Yeah,
All right.
I was gonna say
Wait,
somebody
who
else.
else would there be if it wasn't Jim Carrey? Or is there no one that really?
No, I like Jim Carrey. Yeah,
I'm like, what would I pick? I like
Who's yours,
Leonardo
Jasmine?
DiCaprio. A lot.
yeah. Oh my god.
I even loved him in like the original Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
I loved
Jim-
him there too.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh, sorry, freaking
Johnny Depp.
yeah,
Johnny
there we
Depp.
go. They're all. You know what? I always like. I feel like they're like
'Cause
not
they're-
similar, but
But they're both great actors,
yes.
though.
So I confused the names.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, but I got you because
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like there
she
with you.
even
I
knew-
was
she
there
knew
with
where I
you.
was
I was there
from.
with you.
And then
Um,
actress. I don't even. You know who I really like? The girl that or the woman that plays Wonder Woman.
Oh, did
Oh,
you hear
Gal-
what happened
yeah.
with her?
Gal
What
Gadot.
happened?
So that role that she got, she told herself, if I don't get this, I'm done with acting.
What is that?
I think
The
it's the
puppy?
puppy. Want to check on her?
What's
now?
wrong with the puppy?
Yeah. So wait. So how did she get the role?
So she was like, oh, I'm literally like, she was like, if I don't get this role, I'm done with acting. And she literally
Oh,
told her, like,
Oh, wow, I
she
didn't
was
know
like, I'm
that.
done.
Wow.
Oh, is that Missy?
I think it's because they went outside to the backyard
okay.
and to like go smoke, and they left her in there,
Aw.
so she doesn't like being alone.
Oh, she's probably in the little
Oh,
pin.
little
Yeah.
baby. But
Oh.
at least we know she's like up now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wow, that was
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, that's like,
she's freaking global, huge,
Yeah.
like, all that stuff. What do
Yeah.
you think about The Rock and his? I don't know.
Success.
It's like I feel like he can't play too like wide of like a multitude of things, but
it
it
depends.
still
Like,
can be enjoyable. His movies are enjoyable.
His
But you know what
movies-
you're gonna get from
he
him.
has charisma. He's
Yeah.
always playing
God.
himself, I feel like.
Yeah, there we go.
Right?
Like, you know,
he
what
plays
it-
himself.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
The baby's
Yeah,
back.
she-
Oh, she's getting so much love from everyone. See, it's healing.
She loves it. She's like, why'd you guys leave me alone?
Oh, what about Kevin Hart?
I love Kevin Hart. Love him.
His movies are dope.
Yeah.
What
All
else
right,
is there?
let's talk comedians. Dave Chappelle.
Oh, comedian.
I love Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle's
All right, is
absolute
comedy there kind of
best.
in line with acting or no, right? It's like just something completely separate.
I mean, it's like a section in acting,
Yeah,
I
it's
would
a little
say,
bit of it,
right?
a
It's
little
like
bit
a,
of
it.
it's like,
Little
how
bit
like
of it.
music
Like a
have like their
performer
genres
show,
and
yeah.
things like that.
because a lot of comedians are impressionists too. So
Yeah.
to be an impressionist, you have to act.
Act.
Oh, that is true. They'll be like put on this little something with their voices.
Jim
and stuff.
Carrey, again.
Yep.
Probably the best comedian. Oh no, Robin Williams, hands down, best
Yeah.
impressionist of all time.
Did he have
All
actual
time.
comedy shows before or no?
Yeah,
Was it-
he did.
Oh,
yeah. of course,
The best
tons of them.
He's the best live, I think, comedian of all time.
Wait, but you know who else? I forgot his name. He was in Young Frankenstein.
Other than
Young
Richard Pryor.
Frankenstein.
Oh, I
Old
know.
school, old
the
school. And he
the
lived
black
in-
and white one.
Yeah. He was also the
he was
original
lost.
in Willy Wonka. You know the original Willy
Yes,
Wonka.
yes,
he was,
yes.
I know you're
Willy
talking
Wonka.
about.
I didn't know that.
Yes, the
Well, not
he was with
not,
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor was his best
Yeah.
friend.
Yes, they were really good friends. Him and
They
Richard
both
Pryor.
had comedy stand-up
Yeah,
shows, and I
they-
thought they were so freaking funny. That's
Oh,
like
How can I watched so many of his
look it up, Abe,
movies.
on your phone. But
It's gonna bother
but you've
me.
seen the original Willy Wonka, right?
Like years ago.
long
Now
time
that
ago.
I don't even think I can remember it anymore.
Hold on. Hold
It
on.
reminds
It's
me
gonna
of that.
bother
But
me.
like speaking of comedians and actors, actresses. So could you do a stand-up comedy? Would you want to or no?
I don't know. It's something to think about. Like, is the universe? Is the universe telling me something?
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
Oh.
He's
You've heard of
yeah,
him,
he's
right?
Yes,
And
yes,
Richard
yes,
Pryor.
yes, yes.
Amazing.
Of course,
And
yeah.
Gene Wilder
Them
had
two are
he had a really nice house over here in
Toluca Lake.
no, it's somewhere in the valley.
It's like towards Calabasas area.
No, it's like by
Wasn't
Northridge. It's like a very small community that randomly has really big land.
They
and
filmed
houses,
one of the movies there with him and Richard
And I
Pryor.
didn't know. I guess he was a huge cokehead, and he ran out of his house, and
yeah.
his neighbors were calling. He was like on fire,
Yeah.
What the?
and they're like, Gene Wilder's on fire right now.
No way. What?
It's kind of crazy how the lifestyle can sometimes be too much for people, like a lot too much, or like it can
Now
be
that's
a demise,
that's method acting.
or
I'm
do
set
you,
yourself
or do
on
you
fire.
think like for some people when they make too much money and at a point when they have too much free time that they just don't know what to do with themselves, or what do you think? Or is it just
It's like I don't think. Okay, I feel like someone who really knows themselves won't allow any of that to happen to them. You know what I mean? Like people who really know themselves,
sure.
like
Yeah.
you know, and then people who don't like go to drugs, go
Yeah.
to do like a whole bunch of stuff, and then like I don't know. It's just getting to know you, like really get to know you, so you don't have to go and do absurd things, like you know what I mean,
Yeah.
or cope with things that aren't good for you. That's what I don't know. That's how I feel. Like I feel like I know myself way too much to like
To let that affect you.
to let
And-
things
and
like that affect me.
I don't.
It's
I
strong
think,
willpower.
I think it's all the above.
yeah, that
You know?
I think it's all the because I think it's that, and because I mean you're talking about like the greatest. Talk about the greatest of the greatest. You're talking about Robin Williams. I'm sorry.
well, yeah, no, I'm just adding on into
Yeah.
that, but I think that sometimes when they reach that level, they just know because
Well, the thing with Robin Williams, I feel like he knew what life was like, right? And like he like knew there was a lot of bullshit in life and things
Yeah.
like that. And they say like comedians are like the most
Is it most
depressed people, right? And because he
And
kind of
Willis,
like
yeah.
went and like kind of like it sounds crazy, but it's maybe not crazy. Like he kind of knew what the meaning of life was.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It-
And
it-
he was,
I'm sorry. I keep.
go ahead. No, go
Good,
ahead.
Abe, you're good.
I think no, I'm just playing off exactly what you
Yeah.
said. She's totally 1,000,000% right. Is that I think that he discovered the meaning of life so early that he got tired of the bull
BS.
crap,
Yeah.
and he put up with the B crap
lot.
for so long
No.
that made him depressed. That
Yeah.
that he knew like, oh my god, this world's such bleh.
Well,
And,
yeah.
you know, like and
Yeah, a lot of factors come
yeah.
into play with that.
and then also he was also obviously a method actor, like in every sense of the word. Like Jim Carrey Robin Williams was Jim Carrey's inspiration. He literally said it in one of his interviews, and you can literally see it like when what Jim Carrey does, Robin Williams did like 10 years prior in his stand up. And like when Jim Carrey goes crazy, like back to back, Robin Williams did that 10 years prior, and he literally so there's a scene in Ace Ventura where literally Jim Carrey copied one of Robin Williams' embodied, yes, and sorry,
Oh, yeah, that's a good word.
embodied one of Robin Williams, his spirit, everything. You
Yeah.
know? It's almost
It's like his
saying thank
mentor.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
thank
kind of
you.
like, you know,
You're my man. Like,
right. It's like someone I idolize and kind of look up
Yes.
to and
Exactly.
like kind of emulate.
Yeah, it's like Kobe and LeBron
Right.
playing like Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
all
yeah.
it is.
It's like an
Trying to like do one of his moves.
right.
and just
Right.
And
It's like
exactly like
the
that.
it's like
paying respect.
it's
Yeah.
kind of like Michael Jackson and The Weeknd.
Yeah.
I see that.
1000%.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I see that.
And they admit it. Like they're like, yeah, of course.
yeah, but it's
I-
because you see the greats and you
you emulate
see
them.
you
And-
see that. Yeah.
And that's why they're great too. Like
Touching back on what I was saying, and I remember how I said like sometimes it could be too much for people. Cause you watched the Amy Winehouse documentary.
yeah. Loved
So-
it.
Oh, me too. That's when I found my newfound obsession with her. But I remember at the end, or I think one of the quotes is similar to like, if I could walk the street as a normal girl again and not have all the fame and everything, she's like, I would. She says something like, I love just playing in small random pubs and little tiny jazz clubs. She's like, I'd give it all up in a heartbeat. Like, what do you think about that? On the money and the fame. She's like, she tried to say it took away from her love and passion for it. But I know, I guess you're saying that
Yeah,
that's for
but
people
'cause-
who aren't stable already.
Well,
type
the
of
thing is, it's also you think about the tabloids and things like that. Like imagine like seeing your like
ate her
news
up.
every day, eating you up
Yeah.
every day, and like it's like literally a
do
constant
nothing.
thing,
Yeah.
and putting you down and putting you down and putting you down. And then what do you
Always
do?
in a bad light,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like you get tired of it. I would think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Good.
would.
That's
You would.
good.
And that's before social media. Imagine if social media would have attacked her. Like, she would have been gone sooner, I think.
Huh.
Oh, this is some good deep talk.
Woo.
Let's end it up. Wrap it up with a little bit of some lightness. Let's talk about the love life.
Oh, there is
Okay, so
none.
Are you single?
I'm single. Yeah.
Single?
Single.
Or are you like
No.
involved? Okay,
No.
okay.
No. Single.
Are you open to like something that comes along, or
Yeah, I am. I feel like I'm at a point in my
that.
life right now. I'm just like, yeah,
like
bring him in.
good.
Who is
Okay.
he? Where is he at?
And if anyone's watching this, do you have a specific type?
No, I don't have a type.
Okay, I love that. You're
I-
open to.
I'm open to who this person
what
is.
are like some turn-ons? Not like sexually, but like, what do you look for? Like traits or characteristics in a man? Or
I like a guy who's detailed.
okay,
Like, let's say,
so?
okay,
Like,
for instance, let's
details on details.
Okay, let's say Valentine's Day came around, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he has like this whole day planned. Like it doesn't have to be like something like a grand restaurant or anything.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
that.
Not a
But-
helicopter to.
No,
freaking
like you don't
somewhere.
have to take me on a crazy like
Yeah.
no. Like what I'm saying is like you could cook me like dinner
Oh,
or
I love
like be like,
that.
hey, let's cook together or something like that and like do something together.
Oh, that's romantic.
Right. Or like, hey babe, like I have like a weekend planned or whatever. You know what I mean? Like things like that what like I like. Or like you watching a movie and eating pizza. Like you know what I mean?
Pies. Eating pies.
Eating pies. Yeah.
But and then looks wise, you really just you don't usually.
Well, he has to be cute, you know. I can't be like with,
Any
or
ethnicity?
who knows?
Any
yeah,
ethnicity?
yeah, any ethnicity. Like
Height. Do they have to be into working out? No.
well, for me, like I like a guy that like takes care of himself, like fit.
Yeah.
Like not like I'm not saying like bulky or whatever, but like
Not like juice.
like
head,
you
meathead.
care about your body, you care about where you live in. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? Like if I like care about my like. You know, I'm getting Botox filler and things like that. I'm getting my
You're
hair
like-
highlighted. I'm getting my
you're-
nails
you're
done.
like, you're getting
He needs to
Botox.
at least not that, but he at least needs to like like eat right, drink water. Because a lot of guys out here are not drinking water; they're drinking Hennessy out
water.
here.
They're drinking
They're drinking
Diet
Hennessy,
Coke.
Hennessy.
Oh, shoot.
At least drink water.
I'm all like coughing. Okay, so anybody's pretty much. Have you dated like all around this like?
The spectrum,
Every-
yeah.
yeah. I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, that's good. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
What about style? Do you look at style?
I do.
What's like okay? If you're like somewhere and like anywhere and you look at someone for the first time, like if it's a guy or it's a first date, what's the first thing you tend to look at?
Their shoes and their nails. If they have, it's crazy. If I see like their like nails are bit up,
Oh yeah.
it's a no for me. I'm like,
Or
what?
dirt under their
I'm like,
nails?
what stress are you going through that you're biting your nails off?
You're like your baby. Your
I'm like, that's a
Three
red
baby
flag.
mamas?
That's a red flag.
yeah, for sure. So what shoes are okay in your book to pass? Like, or just clean shoes? It doesn't even matter. What if they're wearing? Only because my mom used to date a guy, and like one time his shoes were like really beat up.
Oh
And he-
no.
No, wait. And then he was like, "Oh man," he's like, "Ignore my shoes." He's like, "I have to go get some new ones from Payless." But at the same time, like you can't judge off of that because you know where he's coming from. But
Yeah.
also too, my mom was like,
He pay less.
it's just like it's a different, and I definitely don't want to talk down on people
No,
who
of
can only
course
do
not.
that.
No,
but
you
it's
know
just
what it
different.
is?
You're like, oh,
Yeah. My
Oh.
whole thing is, if he has a good heart,
you're looking at her beat all night.
went there.
She's like, I will still. Okay, so
She went to the cliche good
you know what? If he has hope and if he
no. My whole thing is this: it's like I like to dress up. I like to look good.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope he would too.
Yeah. Like clean up nice.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Nice Balenciagas.
And is money? It's like money or business wise or like.
I
is
like
that
a
playing for
yeah.
you?
I love a businessman.
Like he has his stuff going on.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm a businesswoman.
You
So
need
I
to
feel
match
like
your goals type of thing.
well, he needs
yeah.
like it has to be unmatched. Actually, like I feel like he has to like bring that energy in because I feel like I'm doing that.
To build the empire together, right?
I mean,
Or
he
not?
has his own empire. I have my own empire, and
okay.
let's meet. You
Yeah,
know, yeah, because I can't build anyone up, and no one can build me up.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I feel like I like know me, and like he should know himself and be so secure that to a point where it's like, all right, we're like equal, and let's
Yeah.
let's be together.
Let's make a baby.
Right, right, yeah.
Okay, well, I guess a lot of people kind of have a chance. No, do they? Are you? Oh, how can someone reach out to you?
Damn, don't.
Not a lot of people like that. I'm saying like in
Okay, I'm
regards to like
kidding.
where you're looks. I'm saying like spectrum looks wise, yes, but you gotta match up with her level of being.
Like, and that's like inner work too. I feel like. Like,
oh, for sure, yeah.
yeah, like I feel like I love guys that are family oriented, like
Do you
it-
want kids? someday?
Yes, I do.
Soon?
Imagine I have to have a boyfriend first.
You're like baby steps, baby steps, baby steps.
yeah, literally. What about you?
Do I want kids?
Yeah.
I think I may never want them. And
Really?
people say don't say
Why?
never, but I don't. That's the only thing. Every time I tell people never, I don't
Yeah.
like to. I'm always like, oh, probably later, because never is just. I feel like people just are so like harsh on the word. Where like it makes me look like I'm evil.
No, not at all. It's like because I have some girlfriends who like really don't want,
Yeah, like-
and that's fine.
Not that I'm not against kids. I'm like, oh, cute. Like that's your kid. Bring them over. Okay, and I'll take them home. Bye.
Yeah,
I just I don't know. I'm not so much a kid person.
yeah,
that
no, I
much.
totally get you because like I think about it, and I'm like, do I really want kids? My freedom, and then I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what? Yeah,
Maybe when I'm like older or something.
yeah.
That's all.
I mean,
can
like,
think
there's
of.
not an age to put like, oh, okay, like this is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you, that's your kid.
It is. I know. Well, my mom's but I don't know something about kids. Do you love kids? Like, are you a kid?
I'm a dog. I'm a dog.
Oh, okay,
person.
yeah. Dogs
I
are
love
definitely easier and all of that.
Doggies are so cute.
Have you tried dating apps?
Yes. She's cute. Hi, cutie. Hey.
What dating apps were you on?
I've been on Bumble and Hinge.
How did it work out for you?
Oh my god.
Was it like really trash?
Like I met like
Okay, so it's
maybe like 2 guys,
Uh-huh.
and then like I had a whole bunch of messages, but that was like about like 2 guys.
Mm.
That's it.
Then but you didn't like the app overall. It was like okay.
I feel like I would like to meet someone.
Old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I would hope so, but if that's not the case, then I don't know.
Do you believe in marriage? Do you want to get married someday or?
Marriage, like
don't need
on
that
paper,
certificate, yeah.
marriage on paper, it's like great for like if you look at it as like a business way of doing things, smart ways of doing things. And then like marriage, like, okay, like we're making a bond together, things like that. Like my parents aren't married. Well, they just got married recently after 36 years of being together.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Damn, that is so
You know what's
long.
crazy?
Can
They
you guys
bought-
Imagine that. 36 years. Wow.
They bought like their wedding band before they like made me.
Oh my
And with the
gosh.
month that they were gonna get married, they didn't remember. They didn't see the ring till afterwards, and then like that like month that they put inside the ring
Yeah.
was when they got married. Now,
Oh my god.
yeah, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe that.
Soulmates.
Yeah, literally.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
So you do want to get married someday, or you don't, or is that not important to you? The paper.
Well, I mean,
Nowadays, I feel like a lot of people are like, I don't need that paper to tell me that we're,
like if it's like I'm thinking like a businesswoman, like yeah,
Yes,
it's important.
right, yeah.
It's important.
Do you want like them to go all out for the engaged when they ask
I
you to
mean,
marry them?
like it just depends on like that person and like what comes
Yeah.
out of them because that's them doing it. You know, like I can't tell them how to do it, but I hope it's nice. you
Yeah.
know?
What is your worst first date that you've ever had?
My first worst date. Oh my God.
Okay,
Oh my God. My first worst date. So there was this guy, like, he was like, oh, like, do you want to go to this place? And I'm like, all right, cool. So we went. And I was like, this
What
was when I
place?
first moved out here in LA. And
What place? What place did you guys go
I
to?
forgot. It was like some Thai place that we went to go eat.
Okay.
And then he's like, we're going to go here and we're going to, like, you know, he picked the spot and everything, the date and everything. So then at the end, when the bill came,
Yeah.
he was like, you're going to pay half and I'm going to pay half. And I was like, wait a minute, you're telling me. And it's fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No, it's yeah. It's more like not that you.
but it's like,
couldn't,
no, it was a principle. Like, you're inviting
Especially if
me
you're
out.
New Yorker. I feel like New York men.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you're inviting me out.
And on top of that,
Everybody's face is like, what the?
wait. On top of that, my mom said that New York men are like the most like.
Oh,
no, you
like,
don't
I got it. Don't even
like,
touch the wallet. Don't
macho,
even look at.
machismo,
Yeah,
like,
and I
don't even
feel,
think about it.
and I honestly feel like that's where my husband is, low key.
Aw.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe I'm just putting it out there in the universe. You're like, hopefully,
Maybe
fingers crossed.
or not.
Wait, so what did you say when he said that? You were like, okay, you're like,
No, like I paid for my half,
Yeah, yeah.
like whatever.
And-
But then when he was like, "Hey, we should go out again," I'm like, "I'm just letting you know right now, the way that you're going about it for your next date, because it's not gonna be with me."
oh,
I let him know, because you know people
job.
tend, yeah, because I feel like people tend to ghost people, and I'm not like that. I'm just very like, okay,
I
like,
love that you did that. Some criticism, feedback.
yeah, like, hey, don't do that to the next person. If you're gonna invite somebody out, like, at
Mm-hmm.
least courtesy, the first date, cool. Like, and if you guys are like going, like, you know,
Yeah.
together, whatever, then third date, I
You
feel
can-
like
yeah.
is like the okay, maybe. I don't know, but
And, yeah, my mom has even said like, even if you don't have money like that, then ask her out on a date in 2 weeks, and then save
But
up
then-
for one dinner. But you know, save
but
up
the-
for one dinner so that way she doesn't have to.
but
pay if you're
then
at that
again, like,
point.
I got to think about it too. I was probably like what 24, 23 at that
Yeah.
time, so I can't really blame him.
But was it a super expensive restaurant?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, so he
Sizzler.
should have at least known.
Yeah.
Break out the credit card.
Right.
You got a credit
Right,
card.
right.
But yeah, that's what my mom always says. Like even
Or a
or
Jack
my
in the
mom will
Box.
like if she says like if she knows the person doesn't have that much money, then she'll choose a place and she'll say first like on me because I want this. But there's so many ways to go about it. But I feel you
Right.
on that one. Or like, have you ever been on a date where you're like you just offer your card just because like let them think I want to pay, but they're like no put that away.
Yeah, no,
And you're
I've
like,
done.
yeah.
I've
You're
done.
like ready
I've
to put it back in. You're like wait what you want it?
No, so I've done it, but they're like, no, like, what are you doing? Stop, like, don't even. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you've done that too, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like just because I feel like you kind of got to try. Just
Yeah,
so
just
you look
to-
like oh here, oh no. Okay. All right, and what's your? We'll end.
I
it-
like how these guys are laughing. Why are you guys laughing over here?
What is your? What is your? We'll end it off with what is your best date? Oh, the tree. Your best first date that you've had or you would want to have. Like what would be like you'd want to go on?
You know what? There was this guy in New York who literally was like every New York like Soho restaurant that I haven't tried or like any place in New York City, like he'd be like, oh, let's go here, let's do this, let's do that. Like he would make me try different foods. And I love that. Like I love like he was like wanting me to try new things. You know what I mean? I love that. I love that. So when a guy like takes initiative, like oh, let's try new things, I'm like, I like that. Like he's special.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that is different. When they take the initiative, or like we're gonna do this, get ready at this time. We're going here, and after that, I have other plans. Blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
ooh, okay. So spontaneous type of thing.
Yeah.
almost?
Yeah, like spontaneous, but like, and like, you know, like do like little golfing course thing. Like he did that with me.
You guys have those in New York? I know that
Yeah,
sounds
well,
dumb, but
yeah, we
mini
do,
golf?
we do.
Oh,
We
okay.
have mini golf. So we did that, and then like anything that would like would come to my mind, I'll be like, oh, I kind of want to do this. He'll be like, oh, I planned it already.
Mhm.
So I
What
like
about
that.
bowling and stuff like that?
Bowling's cool. Like
Do
any,
you guys have that though in?
yeah, in New York, yeah.
I sound dumb, huh? I'm like that's a
Oh my
whole
God.
different country.
Damn. Oh, and Bella.
Yeah, all right. Well, like we wrapped it up. Thank you.
Thank you for having
I'm gonna
me.
Keep using that New York lingo. Babe, we can hear you. Can you guys be a little bit quiet?
Oh,
Sorry, you're being loud. Thank you for coming on. We're
Thank
gonna
you.
wrap it up. I'm gonna keep using that New York lingo.
yeah.
That's super dope. And this was amazing. Let's tag her in, babe. Abe, babe.
The babes.
Because I was calling him babe. I was yelling at him. But all right, so please follow Carmen, show her love. And then she is also working at a new med spa in Pasadena, Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
So if you want anything done within the next month, they open up. What date?
Well, it's next month. Just hit me up on my Instagram and then we'll talk about it there.
Yep, so you can get a lot of treatment from her. Like and subscribe this video, share it to everyone, and I'll be back next Thursday. And we love